Hello students, welcome to virtual classrooms. So today in this video we will study about neural tissue. In the last video we have studied about nervous system in hydra and flatworm, that is the planaria. So neural tissue, it consists of two types of cells. These are neurons and neuroglia. Now what is nerve? Nerve is a bundle of axons. And there are three types of nerves: sensory nerves, motor nerves and mixed nerves. Neuroglial cells, they are far greater in number than neurons. And neuroglia refers to supporting cells of central nervous system and peripheral nervous system, which is derived from same embryonic tissue. Later it produces neurons. So there are different types of neuroglial cells like satellite cells, astrocytes, Sichuan cells. We'll study one by one and their function. So first is satellite cell. Now neuroglia, first they are found in peripheral nervous system and central nervous system. Just now I told you. So in case of peripheral nervous system, we will find satellite cells and Sichuan cells. Now satellite cells, they surround neuron cell bodies in ganglia. They regulate oxygen, carbon dioxide, nutrient and neurotransmitter level in neurons in ganglia. Now Sichuan cells, they surround axons in peripheral nervous system, and they are responsible for myelination of peripheral axons. Even they participate in repair process after injury. Now if you see central nervous system, in that oligodendrocytes, then astrocytes, then you can say microglia and ependymal cells are found. Now ependymal cells, they line ventricles of the brain and central canal of the spinal cord, and they assist in producing and circulating and monitoring of CSF, that is the cerebrospinal fluid, which is found in the brain. Then oligodendrocytes, they myelinate central nervous system axons and they provide structural framework to it. Then astrocytes, they maintain blood-brain barrier and provide structural support. They regulate ion, nutrient and dissolved gas concentration in the body. They absorb and recycle neurotransmitters, and they even form scar tissue after injury. Last is microglia. They remove cell debris, waste materials and pathogens by the process of phagocytosis. So these are the functions of neuroglial cells. Next is nerve cells. Nerves are the structural and functional unit of nervous system. The whole structure of the nerve cell consists of cell body. In the cell body, nucleus is present, and to the outside dendrites are present. And axon is there, which is externally myelinated with myelin sheath which protects it. And in the axon there are present Sichuan cells. Between the two, you can say axons, there is present node of Ranvier, and to the extreme end of the nerve cell there is present axon terminal. So one nerve is joined to the another nerve through the synapse. So synapse is a junction between two nerve cells with a minute gap in between them, which allows transmission of impulse by a neurotransmitter bridge. So synapse is a junction between two nerves. So message from one nerve is passed to the next nerve through the synapse, and in the synapse there are present neurotransmitters. They help in the transmission of signal from one nerve to the next nerve. Now there are a number of properties of nerve fibers. First is excitability. So the nerve fibers, on account of presence of a polarized membrane, they have ability to perceive stimulus and then enter into a state of activity. It is also called as irritability. So whenever a stimulus is obtained, the nerves get excited. Then conduction or conductivity, it is ability to transmit the excitation. Then stimulus. Stimulus, it is any detectable physical, chemical, or you can say electrical change in the external or internal environment which brings about excitation in a nerve or muscle or organ or organisms. So, in order to be effective, the stimulus must have a minimum intensity, which is called threshold stimulus. So, weak stimulus will have no effect, while strong stimulus will produce the same degree of impulse as the threshold stimulus. What is threshold stimulus? It is minimum intensity of the stimulus. Now next is all or none law. Means the nerve will either conduct the impulse or it will not at all conduct the impulse. When the stimulus is weak, then refractory period. It is the time interval in, you can say, millisecond, during which a nerve fails to respond to a second stimulus, however the stimulus may be strong. Then there is synaptic delay. Means the impulse requires about 0.3 to 0.5 milliseconds to cross a synapse, and this time required for release of neurotransmitter from the axon terminal and excitation in the denton of the next neuron. So this is the synaptic delay. Only 0.3 to 0.5 milliseconds they are required to cross a synapse. Then synaptic fatigue. The transmission of nerve impulse across the synapse halts temporarily due to exhaustion of its neurotransmitter. That is the synaptic fatigue. Now there are different types of synapses. Like first is electrical synapse and second is chemical synapse. Electrical synapse, they are found in those places of the body which requires fast response, and synapse gap in between neighboring neurons is very narrow. So in case of electrical synapse, it is 3.8 nanometer. For example, defense reflexes. So they are either unidirectional or bidirectional. Next is chemical synapse. These are specialized junctions through which cells of neural system send chemical signal to other neurons or non-neuronal cells like glands or muscle. And here synaptic gap is larger than in electrical synapse. So it is 20 to 40 nanometer, while it is only 3.8 nanometer in case of electrical synapse. Now we'll see components of chemical synapses. Three components are there, like first presynaptic terminal. it is mostly axonic terminal. Then synaptic membrane of postsynaptic cell, usually on the dentate of the next neuron or the gland cell or the muscle it is present. And third is postsynaptic neuron. So these three are the components of chemical synapse. So this is all about today. In the next video we will study about human nervous system. Okay then children, take care. Goodbye.